At the beginning of this week, the Fujian, China's first domestically designed and built catapult-equipped aircraft carrier, reached a historic milestone. 3 new aircraft, the catapult-capable J-15T carrier fighter, the stealth J-35 carrier-based fighter, and a KJ-600 airborne early warning aircraft, successfully carried out their first electromagnetic catapult launches and arrested landings. At present, only the U.S. Navy's newest Ford-class carriers employ this technology. With the Fujian success, China becomes the second country in the world to master and practically apply electromagnetic catapult technology on an aircraft carrier. The Fujian is the largest and most modern carrier the Chinese Navy plan. It has just demonstrated its true power. After years of speculation, the ship has finally shown real capability by launching and recovering 3 different types of aircraft. Official images and videos from the trials send a clear message. China has entered a new era of carrier operations. No longer limited to copying old technologies or relying on ski-jump carriers like the Liaoning and Shandong, China has successfully built its first CATOBAR class carrier, equipped with a modern electromagnetic aircraft launch system, EMALS. For the military world, this is a major breakthrough, since up to now only the United States was able to operate carriers of this standard. The Fujian's trials have become a symbol of China's emergence as a serious challenger to American dominance at sea. In the release footage, the 3 aircraft types are seen being catapulted and then landing with arrestor wires, a hallmark of modern carriers. The J-15T, derived from the Soviet Su-33, looked formidable during takeoffs and landings on the Fujian's deck. The J-35, a 5th-generation stealth carrier-based fighter, made its long-awaited debut after existing only as a prototype. Meanwhile, the KJ-600, resembling the American E-2 Hawkeye, was tested on a carrier for the first time, something that until now had been speculation. These 3 aircraft essentially form the backbone of a modern carrier air wing. Their tests aboard the Fujian are not just a show, but a declaration of combat readiness. The Fujian has been at sea trials since May 2024, but only now is it clear that the ship has entered a much more advanced stage. Until now, the plan had only shown the J-15T on deck in low-speed simulations. This time, the public witnessed genuine takeoffs from the electromagnetic catapult and landings back on the carrier. This marks the Fujian's transition from a test ship to a platform approaching operational service. The J-15T, the latest development in the J-15 family, was specifically designed to maximize catapult launch capability. Earlier variants could only operate from stow-bar carriers with ski jumps, limiting payload and fuel. The J-15T removes those constraints. With catapults, it can launch at heavier weights, carrying more weapons and fuel, extending its range and endurance. This makes the J-15T not just an upgrade, but the operational backbone for the Fujian's early missions. The true star of the trials, however, is the J-35. This is the carrier version of the FC-31, a 5th-generation stealth fighter built for CATOBAR operations. If the J-15T represents a bridge between old and new, the J-35 embodies the future. It features stealth design, advanced avionics, and both air-to-air and air-to-ground capabilities. With its debut, China now has a direct counterpart to America's F-35C. Surprisingly, it was a J-35, not the F-35C, that first successfully launched via electromagnetic catapult from a carrier. The F-35C has yet to achieve this even aboard the USS Gerald R. Ford. This suggests China is advancing faster than expected. The KJ-600's presence is also vital. This airborne early warning and control aircraft acts as a brain of aerial combat. Without it, a carrier cannot reach full potential. Acting as a flying radar, the KJ-600 detects threats long before ship radars or fighters can. Its presence ensures the Fujian can conduct large-scale operations with an aerial coordination network comparable to U.S. carriers. The sight of 3 KJ-600s on the Fujian's deck shows that China is not just copying concepts, but is building a genuine sea-based early warning system. What makes the Fujian truly remarkable is its use of EMALS. This cutting-edge technology was difficult even for the U.S. Navy to master. Compared to steam catapults, the standard for decades, EMALS is more precise, flexible, and adaptable to different aircraft. For instance, EMALS can tailor launch power to aircraft size. Large jets like the J-15T can be launched with full thrust, while lighter aircraft or drones can be launched at reduced force to avoid structural damage. This opens a door for Fujian to launch combat drones, reconnaissance drones, and lighter manned aircraft in the future. Additionally, EMALS is mechanically simpler than steam catapults, allowing quicker turnaround between launches. This means a Fujian can generate more sorties per hour than CATOBAR carriers or even some older U.S. carriers. Such an advantage is central to establishing air superiority at sea. Still, as shown by the USS Gerald R. Ford, the technology is not easy. The U.S. spent years resolving issues from component durability to operational reliability. Yet China has already demonstrated successful launches, suggesting a significantly shorter learning curve. With EMALS, the plan now operates a carrier capable of launching stealth fighters, early warning aircraft, heavy jets, and potentially drones. This combination was once exclusive to the U.S. Such a shift could reshape the global balance of naval power. The Fujian's trials are not only about technology, but also strategic ambition. China clearly intends to become a true blue water navy, no longer confined to the South China Sea. With the Fujian, the plan can conduct long-range missions, protect trade routes, and potentially intervene in flashpoints like the Taiwan Strait. The carrier may also serve as a political tool, showing China's flag in the Indian Ocean, Pacific, or beyond. More importantly, the Fujian is only the beginning. Reports suggest China is building its next-generation carrier, the Type 004. Unlike the conventionally powered Fujian, the Type 004 is expected to be nuclear-powered, providing unlimited range and far longer endurance at sea. If confirmed, China would operate nuclear carriers with electromagnetic catapults, putting it on par technologically with the United States. The plan is also developing carrier-based combat drones. With EMALS, the Fujian could launch next-generation drones, enabling missions without risking pilots. If integrated successfully, the Fujian and future carriers will gain tremendous flexibility, from long-range strikes to reconnaissance and electronic warfare. This demonstrates that China's ambition goes beyond the Fujian. It is building a complete carrier-based combat ecosystem. For the international community, especially the U.S. and its allies, the Fujian's trials are a serious warning. For years, America held a monopoly on CATOBAR carriers with EMALS. That monopoly is now collapsing. China has proven it can compete, and in some areas, even outpace the U.S. The J-35's presence on the Fujian's deck also means China now has a stealth carrier-based fighter ready for mass production. If the Fujian enters service soon, the plan will have a powerful combination: a modern carrier, stealth fighters, and airborne early warning aircraft, a capability that could shift the balance of power in the Asia-Pacific. That said, it must be stressed that the Fujian's trials are only the first step. Aircraft carriers are extremely complex systems. It will take years to achieve full combat readiness, from training pilots to testing interoperability and ensuring EMALS reliability. Even the U.S. took years to make the USS Gerald R. Ford fully combat ready. Thus, while the Fujian shows remarkable progress, much remains to be done. Yet there is no denying it marks a new era in China's military history. From once merely copying foreign technology, China is now capable of creating a cutting-edge carrier with innovations still novel even to the U.S. The Fujian is a symbol of China's transformation from a regional to a global power. Looking ahead, if this carrier becomes fully operational, the world will have to adapt to the reality of China as a major player on the world's oceans.